quick, drop a like on this video in the next 5 seconds if you guys want to see our first initial Season 11 teasers. Do you want to be gifted a free skin from the item shop?
Yes.
Well, simply make sure you subscribe to the channel with the post notification bell turned on and comment your Epic Game ID down below, letting me know also what you'd like to receive in terms of a gift off me. We're also getting so close to 850,000 total subscribers, so everybody watching the video right now, if you're not subscribed, hit the big red button and you potentially could be that 850,000 subscriber. Want me to send even bigger and better things to more of you guys whilst also supporting me? Well, simply make sure to use code FriendlyMachine in the item shop. Let me know also in the comment section if you're rocking the code and your Epic Games ID, that way I can hook some of you guys up with some V-Bucks. Yo, what's going on guys, and welcome back to a brand new Fortnite Battle Royale video. So we're now currently in that time of wondering what's going to be included throughout the next season and ultimately awaiting any form of information to leak, spill or be teased to us in regards to this. As of yesterday, October 2nd, 2019, Epic Games updated the Battle Pass timer, extending, no pun intended, Season 10 until October 13th, 2019. This is later confirmed as of today that this will be the official end date for Season X, with downtime occurring afterwards to immediately launch after it lifting the new season, Season 11. Many of you may be wondering, whoa, we haven't even seen the live event unfold yet. Well, that's because it's directly linked to what happens in the next cinematic or story trailer. With that said, it's going to be unfolding the day prior, on the Saturday to the next season, being Saturday the 12th of October. And in today's video, believe it or not, we have a ton of crazy teasers, whether it's official from Epic Games indirectly trying to tell us something, or actually leaked from the files and what's been put into the coding of the game well in advance. So make sure you're sticking around and watching the full video today, because I guarantee you guys, you won't have heard about any of these Season 11 teasers. Believe it or not, the teasers we've seen this season are in many forms and ultimately show many things. The first thing that we initially were revealed to from Fortnite was the importance of the visitor in our Season X storyline. They tweeted out this image randomly and basically showed the visitor, and in the reflection of his visor was a mech being dismantled for parts that we know has now been used for the Rift beacons that have been developed at Dusty Depot, the visitor's warehouse, and also the complete construction of the rocket. Also, a fun fact, data miners actually found that this will be the loading screen, but without the mech being dismantled in the reflection, for the LTM contained for Season X's live event being called The End. As many of you may know, the overtime challenges haven't been implemented yet this season, or out of time challenges should I say, as we know they're called from data miners actually leaking them. Here is a list basically showing all the challenges and rewards that we'll be able to basically go through, earn, unlock or complete. The more interesting thing about this though is the fact that the challenges actually describe some visitor recordings that we can find around the map in certain named locations. None of these are actually in the game as of now, considering the overtime or out of time challenges should I say aren't released yet and will be coming on October 8th, but we can get a sneak preview of what they look like in replay mode. One example being here, at Gotham City you'll be able to find a cassette looking like this, but in all the named locations described also on the out of time challenges set. The most interesting thing about these cassette tapes however is, well, it seems like they can be played and a dialogue will, unfold because of us playing them, from entering them somewhere, and I believe this to be Dusty Depot, considering, well, the static that we can hear from interacting with all of this computering and kind of technology grows clearer every single day. As of right now, we can't decipher what's trying to be communicated through this kind of radio signal anyways, but we do have the leaked dialogue from obtaining all 6 cassette tapes around the map, and I'm going to read it to you guys and put it on screen right now. Activate the beacon at precisely the moment that this timer reaches nothing. The 0 point must be contained once more. If they are correct, it will be the end. I speculate that no one calculated the formation of the island, that interdimensional matter collisions would resolve rather than push. Now that I witness it firsthand, it's obvious that pinching alone made it inevitable. The unintelligible theorem was a success. Us, you arrived outside the loop at the exact moment of expansion. This effectively paused the singularity, giving us time to create the devices needed to synchronize the junction. What I didn't factor was the only way to trigger the device was from within the loop itself. Thus this hasty and primitive recording, and why now I find myself looped. What the 7 of us are attempting is very risky. I suspect they are not the only ones watching, but it must be done or we lose the bridge forever. When I hear this, again, will it help me remember? Or once looped, will I be just as muted as the others? No matter, it seems the lengthy precautions worked. So whatever he's trying to tell us there, I guess obviously links to what's happening during the live event itself and ultimately how it's going to pan out, whether it's a success to the visitors' plan or not. I guess we're yet to know. This dialogue in itself actually foreshadowed many things. I mean, the usage of a final rift beacon in the event, and also the fact that the 7, obviously stated in the bio of the visitor and the scientist being one of 7, are directly all involved rather than just 2 of them being the visitor and the scientist. Another thing found in the files teasing the importance of the scientist being the new mystery skin anyways only unlockable this season was a challenge where we can unlock a white style to the scientist from simply going into the 0 point using the scientist skin. Considering we know we're going to be sucked into the 0 point inevitably in the live event because of data miners, does this mean that this challenge will only be available this one time ever during the live event whilst also wearing at the same time the scientist skin? I guess we're yet to know. This would make sense, however, considering, well, it's not contained in any challenge sets, and we know the final challenge sets and what they contain have been leaked now until the end of Season X. Speaking of the final Season X challenge sets, the one implemented today called Last Stop actually teases that we're going to be seeing a brand new map for Season 11, as I'm sure you're all aware, as you'll have all seen this by now. This ultimately backs up again that the live event is going to be huge and ultimately will entail mass destruction. Hypex was also able to back this up by finding 11 new named locations in the files that Epic Games have ultimately designed and have ready to apply to our game. The reason we know these are all named locations and not just POIs referred to in the code that don't have a name on our Fortnite map is because of the fact, well, they're all very alliterative. Named locations usually follow a trait, for example, Salty Springs, of having the start to both words start with the same letter. Another example being Dusty Depot, both words starting with D. It's all a bit up in the air at the moment as to what this ultimately means, this loading screen, but it's ultimately our first tease of what to expect in Season 11, being a revamp to our entire Fortnite island or the transportation to a brand new one. What's not up in the air though is the inevitable theme of Season 11, considering we're entering the Halloween period. That's right, just like Season 6, expect a lot of the Battle Pass skins to have integrated this Halloween theme into them, or ultimately be the basis and styling or design for some of them. Halloween is a time where Fortnite really thrives, and ultimately the biggest event launches of the year that's most popular being Fortnitemares, and this has occurred every year without fail since the start of Fortnite, even since Season 1 with the first Fortnitemares event, then in 2018, and we're going to be seeing a V3 2019 Fortnitemares event. To further confirm Fortnitemares making an appearance in Season 11, with it being themed around this Halloween period, we have some skins leaked from the files that will be upcoming Halloween themed in the next season. Skull Trooper Neon, Gangster Monster, Ghoul Trooper Male, Cuddle Team Dark, The Dark One, Slurp Creature, Wraith, Pale Spooky, and Modern Witch. It's not determined which of these will be included throughout the Battle Pass, but ultimately I expect most of them to be item shop cosmetics. Now that we've determined the theme of the next season, moving on to ultimately what everybody's been waiting for, the official teasers published by Epic Games. Well, actually, more interestingly, a fan made one on a fan Fortnite account in the community disguised to look like the official Twitter, and published a fake teaser or a concept, and an Epic Game employee actually retweeted it. This is not official, but we can definitely expect at least 4 teasers, including one animated, before the launch of Season 11, with the animated one being a short snippet of the trailer like we saw for Season X, but then they accidentally in some countries published the full trailer instead of the short snippet at the start. Considering Gotham City is here to stay until the end of Season X, does this mean that the speculation everybody was having about the final reckoning and the 5 posters are ultimately teasers of the other 5 of the 7 despite the visitor and the scientist? Because, well, this would be the only reason for Gotham to stay if these posters only contained in Gotham City had importance in our storyline. If this is the case, these could more than likely these characters be included throughout the official teasers, as previously mentioned, that Epic Games publish to their official Fortnite game verified Twitter, and usually we see 1 per day, as previously mentioned, for 4 days. having a total of 4 teasers if we're looking at the context of the prior season with the Season X teasers. But with that said, here is my concept that I've created based off what we know about the theme of Season 11 being Halloween themed with a male ghoul trooper, and I want to know what you guys think of this, so let me know in the comment section down below. Anyways, that's all I've got for you guys in today's video, so if you enjoyed, make sure you're leaving a like on the video down below, and subscribe to the channel with the post notification bell turned on, so you never miss a future upload when I upload whatever I upload. Hopefully I can see you guys remaining active in the comment section of my future videos to come, and I'm out. Have an amazing rest of your day or night wherever you are whenever you're watching. Have a good one, take it easy, and as always, peace.